All right, Shalom. All praise to the Most High Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace and salutations to you, brothers and hopefully pushing word and truth and sincerity. All right, this video here is adversity is our rite of passage. Okay, adversity is our rite of passage. Okay, because in order to make it into the kingdom, or not just to make it into the kingdom, but in order to, we must endure unto the end. Okay, we must endure the adversity, endure the affliction, everything that's come upon us. Okay, these, good soldiers are born in adversity. Okay, through adversity, you are made strong, you're made hard, you're hardened. Okay, you're made perfect through that furnace. Okay, and that's what the Lord is doing to us. Okay, the Lord is literally, He's pleased to put us through adversity so that we may become better. Okay, it's not that He's pleased in watching us go through trials, tribulation, hell, tests, all those different things, but He's pleased for the end result of how we would be when we come out on the other end. That's why I said adversity is our rite of passage. It's how we become better men, better servants of the Lord. So we're going to look up this phrase, rite of passage, and look at what it means. Let's see. This is from the Merriam-Webster dictionary. Rite of passage. A ritual event or experience that marks or constitutes a major milestone or change in a person's life. Rites of passage celebrate the social movement of individuals into and out of groups, or into or out of statuses of critical importance to the individual and to the community. Okay? So like I said, this is our rite of passage. Okay, it's gonna be, event. We're going through this so that we can move into these new bodies. Okay, when we're moving into the kingdom of heaven. All right, because in the mind state that we're in, due to us being in Babylon the Great for so long and being used to these things here, you have no idea what's right and wrong. Okay, we're learning what's right and wrong right now. We're in the dress rehearsal. We're rehearsing these righteous acts. Okay. All right, this is James chapter 1 verse 2. It says, "My brethren, count it all joy when ye fall into diverse temptations, knowing this, that the trying of your faith worketh patience." Okay, patience is to suffer while wait. Okay, so through patience you grow. Okay, you're suffering. Whether you're suffering as in physically going through something, or you're just simply suffering because you're waiting. You're in what's called that waiting stage to get to the next point. Okay, as a part of suffering. Okay, but those temptations, they build you up. They build your faith up, and through your faith is what builds your patience up. Okay, that's why it says to count it all joy when you fall into diverse temptations. Now that's easy to say. I can easily say, "Oh man, when you're going through something, be joyful that you're going through something." No, you're gonna feel it. You're not going to enjoy the things that you're going through, but you will enjoy the fact of knowing that, hey, when I come out on the end of this thing, I should be a better man. Okay, I should be a better servant of the Lord. Okay, and that's what you should keep your focus on when you're going through those diverse temptations. This is Sirach chapter 2 verse 1. "My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation." So prepare to go through things. Prepare to go through hell. Prepare to be tested. Okay. "Set thy heart aright, and constantly endure and make not haste in time of trouble. That's where that patience come in. When trouble comes, don't make haste. Don't be so quick to make decisions. Don't be so quick to go about doing things. Okay? Pray about it, wait things out, and then you make a move. Okay? Don't be hasty. Alright? Verse 3, cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at the last end. Which is true. We're looking to be increased. Why? Because he promised that we'll be increased. Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patient when thou art changed to a low estate. Alright? Why it says be patient. That's why it says earlier, make not haste. Okay? Because when you're changed to a low estate, remember the Lord deals with balance. There's a time for you to be up. There's a time for you to be down. It's out of balance if you're constantly on top, and it's out of balance if you're constantly on the bottom. Okay, so you just got to be patient. Let the Lord do what He's doing. Okay, He's working the work in you. Verse 5: For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. Okay, this is why I say adversity is our rite of passage. It's to be accepted. Okay, you got to go through it in order to be accepted. To be that acceptable man. Alright. It's 1 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 13. It says, there have no temptation taken you, but such as is common to man. But the Most High is faithful, who will not suffer you to be tempted above that ye are able, but will with the temptation also make a way to escape, that ye may be able to bear it. Alright? So when you're going through something, you can literally never say that, man, I can't handle it. Why? Because the Lord, otherwise, if you're going through hell or you're going through anything and you can't handle it, it'll make the Lord a lie. Because He said you won't be tempted above that you may be able to bear. So you have to really constantly recollect and think back on the fact that, hey, I can handle it. Like I said, it may be hard. You may be trying to figure out a way. You may not understand the way. You may not see the way, but know that you can handle it. It's one of the things that you just have to take day by day and continue to move. Keep your feet moving. Even if you don't think you see progress, you make progress. Okay? Because that's the thing. If you're looking at the top of the stairs and looking at how many steps you have to make in order to get there versus just making those steps and to keep moving, then you're going to forever think that you're not going to be able to do it. Alright? It's Luke chapter 21, verse 34. And take heed to yourselves, lest at any time your hearts be overcharged with surfeiting and drunkenness and the cares of this life, so that day come upon you unawares. For as a snare shall it come on all of them that dwell on the face of the whole earth. Watch ye therefore and pray always, that ye may be accounted worthy to escape all these things that shall come to pass, and to stand before the Son of Man. How you going to be accounted worthy to escape? You got to endure. You got to endure the adversity. You got to go through it. Yahushua is a perfect example of that. He went through it and came out on the other end. Matter of fact, he overcame death. Okay? And he sit at the right hand of the Heavenly Father. Okay? He went through it, you can go through it too. He left us a blueprint, and he says, lo, I will be with you always, even until the end of the world, or until the end of this age. So Yahushua is actually here with us. How is he with us? Through his spirit or through his word. Because remember, he is the word. Okay? We have his words of comfort right here to help us through anything. Alright. It's 1 Peter chapter 1, verse 6. Wherein ye greatly rejoice, though now for a season, if need be, ye are in heaviness through manifold temptations, that the trial of your faith, being much more precious than of gold, okay, the trial of your faith is even more precious than gold, that perisheth, though it be tried with fire, might be found unto praise and honor and glory at the appearing of Yahushua Mashiach. Okay, so once again, you got to go through that fire to come out and be to be found worthy. Okay, to to have that glory. And what is going to be that ultimate glory? Getting those new bodies, getting those glory bodies, getting that crown, having your house shot place that crown up on your head. Okay? That's going to be a glorious time. Isaiah 48:10. Behold, I have refined thee, but not with silver. I have chosen thee in the furnace of affliction. Okay? He chose you in the furnace of affliction. He chose you to go through the affliction, and he chose you to come out of the affliction refined. Okay? To be made perfect, to burn off those impurities. That's the whole purpose of this affliction. Okay? It's, because we are filthy. Okay? We are literally filthy. That's why Yahweh came to baptize with the spirit and fire. Okay? To burn off these burn off these impurities that are upon us. It's Matthew chapter 24, verse 13. But he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. All right? You got to not only bore the afflictions, you got to not only take it on, you got to not only take it cheerfully, but you got to make it to the end. Okay? You can only make it to the end through the spirit of Yahweh Shemashah. That's it. Because you can't do it on your own. This Acts chapter 14, verse 22. Confirming the souls of the disciples and exhorting them to continue. Matter of fact, I'll read 21. It says, and when they had preached the gospel to that city and had taught many, they returned again to Lystra and to Iconium and to Antioch, confirming the souls of the disciples and exhorting them to continue in the faith, that we must through much tribulation enter into the kingdom of the Most High. Okay, so what does that mean? You're gonna go through it. You're gonna go through hell. You gotta endure it. I'm telling you, Yahweh endured it. Okay, if the Son of the Most High, if the Son of the living power had to go through it and endure it to the end, we must go through it also. He labored to enter into the kingdom, and if we want to enter into his labor, or enter in after him, and follow after him, and say we got to pick up our cross and bear it. We got to go through it too, through much tribulation. All right, this 2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 3. It says, thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of Yahweh Mashiach. Okay, be that good soldier, you got to endure. If you can't endure, you ain't going to be a good soldier. Simple as that. I'll finish it off here. Hebrews chapter 12, verse 7. If ye endure chastening, the Most High dealeth with you as with sons. For what son is he whom the Father chasteneth not? Alright? I don't chastise anybody that ain't my son. Anybody that don't belong to me, I don't chastise. Okay? And so the Most High is the same way. Okay? The Lord is putting us through this so that we can come out better. We can be purified. Okay? We could be made white. We could be sinless. We could be found blameless. Okay? Why? Because he chose us. Okay? He deals with us as with sons. Okay? Alright? So, once again, adversity. Adversity. Adversity is our rite of passage in this thing. So, like I said, we got to do it. We got to go through it. So, call all Yahweh Shem Al Shah, Bashem Rakakwadash. Hope you edified. Shalom.